Hi there, and welcome to the Cult of Cinema. My name is Aaron, and I did not expect to be on here for a third time today. Uh, I was going to reach out to Malcolm, but I figured I had him on here twice, and I didn't want to bug his better half. So there you go. Uh, but there's a huge announcement, and I couldn't wait till tomorrow to talk about it. So there's two actually. There's one before I started doing this, and there was one as I was doing this here. As I was doing this here, hey, everybody, welcome, man. If you want to pop in, feel free. Um, Here's the thing: I saw one there from Justin Beam, and I saw Ryan from Disconnected also like announced the same thing at pretty much the same time. I saw Serial at Midnight make a big announcement too. So there's two that we're looking at tonight, and I kind of wanted to talk about them because it's kind of huge. So a little while back, Paramount did this thing called Paramount Scares. Hey there, Punk Run, welcome, man. Does some of the best special features. He does actually some amazing special features. That's why I'm excited actually to talk about it. And I wanted to make sure that I shouted him out when I was doing it. 3 times the charm. Let's hope so. But here we go. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. The super chat, super sticker donate. You want to do that. But most of all, just enjoy the video. And with that being said, let's look right here at Paramount Scares. What exactly is Paramount Scares? Well, it looks to be a new label, but what we're getting out of this is a box set right now. We're getting a Paramount Scares Volume 1. And emphasis, hey there, Wave, emphasis on the Volume 1. And here's the neat part. Hey there, Malcolm. Welcome. I was going to bring you in, and then I was like, 3 times, he'll kill me. Or Don will kill me. I didn't know if I would get you in trouble. But it is a 4K set. And not just a 4K set, but look what we have here on 4K. There are 5 films. We only know 4 of these, by the way. Here's the exciting part. We only know what 4 of these are right now. Isn't that? We got Rosemary's Baby in 4K. Pet Sematary in 4K. I'm assuming the original. A mystery title that we don't know right now in 4K. This could be anything, guys. That's what I was trying to see. I couldn't see the 5th one on the box, but maybe it's on the other side of the box too. We have Crawl, which is a massively fantastic film. And if you have not seen Crawl, I am 100% going to recommend that you check that film out. It stressed me out so much in all of the best possible ways. And one of the big hits of last year was Smile. And we already know we're getting another Smile. But it doesn't just go with that. That would have been fantastic. I don't think the pre-order is out yet. But I'll check afterwards, the Heroic. You're getting a collectible logo pin as well. So this is being done like a boutique label release. You're getting a sticker sheet, like Signs of Severin, right? And you're getting a collector's edition Fangoria magazine. Now, here's my thing. Is this going to be like a mini Fangoria magazine, or like is it going to be a like an actual full-size magazine? I'm going to guess a mini magazine. For those kind of want to get a concept of what that is like, I do have something here for you to be able to kind of like put that up against. So this is a Canadian edition of Black Christmas, the Season Grievings edition of Black Christmas. And inside of that is a mini Rue Morgue, which is kind of the Canadian version of Fangoria. More old school Fangoria than Fangoria as of right now. Magazine right here. And it's like it has articles in here by David Alexander, by Paul Kropp. I hope I pronounced your name right, Paul. And we got the bonus features on the back. If it's like a full size, that would be incredible. That's really spirit. Like the artwork on the sign. I'm probably going to want all of them. That's the thing. I know I am definitely going to want all of these. One complaint would be that they have already been released, maybe not in the set. Well, there was, of course, the Criterion one, which I don't have. So I'm very much glad to not have it right now. But there's some good stuff in here. Like I don't have Crawl, I don't have Smile, I don't have Rosemary's Baby. I definitely have 4K. This is a really good point right here. What Rorik is saying. Studios are seeing what these companies are doing. Severance, Scream, Vinegar Syndrome, and they're seeing the success of it. By the box, it may be full size. I think there's a good possibility that we might actually get a full size. Actually, we talked about that earlier today, Jason. I know it was early for you, so you were probably sleeping at the time. But we actually mentioned Dark Side, the movie on 4K. Welcome again, Jason. But this is massive news, and this is not all the news today. But this is one of the things. What's the fifth title? We don't know. I want to say something, or kind of right now. My dad, for instance, is getting into collecting 4K. I know a lot of people are getting at that point where 4K is becoming more accessible, and you're able to start going to it and to buy it. When I started to buy 4Ks, one of the things that I started to do, like initially, and I'm very glad that I did, was I picked up the Batman set, the Christopher Nolan Batman set. I picked up the DC like superhero set, and I picked up a couple other sets. And it was really, really a good thing to do. So if this is like an affordable set within your wheelhouse, and you do not have these titles, and let's just say you're just getting into 4K, these are actually great titles to have in your library. But they're not the only 4K. It's not the only 4K box set that was announced today. Props to Serial at Midnight for the next one that I'm gonna show you, by the way. And it's right here. We've got another edition of the Alfred Hitchcock Classics Collection, but not just any edition. It has some of my personal favorites on there. We have Rope, which is an incredible film, extremely well done. I got to open up my. I want to do one of Mr. Chats here, so I'm just opening my. You go with the Blu-ray. Well, that's the thing. That is okay, man. If you got the Blu-ray and you want to stick to Blu-ray, it's a great Blu-ray. We got The Man Who Knew Too Much, and that is the Jimmy Stewart edition. We have Torn Curtain. We have Topaz, but we have one of my personal favorites, which is Frenzy. Yeah, and apparently one of Malcolm's personal favorites too. And Waves too, like Rope and Frenzy. I haven't seen the other three. The Man Who Knew Too Much is a good but Hollywood style remake of The Man Who Knew Too Much, the original. I prefer the original, but I still love the new one. After all, it is like, it's in Morocco, right? Torn Curtain's okay. Torn Curtain's not great, but it's not bad either. Torn Curtain gets a bad rap, and there's like a sequence, and people always mention anytime anybody mentions Torn Curtain, they always mention the murder scene, like where they're killing the guy, and it's done very realistically, very brutal, very dirty. In that it looks messy, it doesn't look clean, it doesn't look like a Hollywood killing. The murder is not easy. It's a wonderful shot in Torn Curtain. It's probably one of the best shots in Torn Curtain, and one of those better shots that the Hitchcock did for certain films, because he's got the psycho shot, but Torn Curtain goes up there with that murder sequence when they kill the guy. You have to, as up there with that style. I'll put it up there. Topaz is not my favorite. I don't actually remember much about it. That is, to be completely honest. If you want to know what's on there, I will say one of the neat things is that Serial Midnight. Big props to Heath. Big props to Jason. Big props to Ryan for these for putting this stuff out there. Is that it looks like we are getting digital codes for each of the films. You will also have all the documentaries, production photographs, theatrical trailers. So if anybody's picked up any of these before, Thank you so much, Mo. And it looks like Malcolm starts out. I gotta get some new ones. I really gotta get some new ones. So until I until I do, let's I almost put the Playboy opening up there. You know that, did you? Don't you? I'm gonna do this. Let them eat cake, right? Lovely. Yeah. Doesn't the word lovely like kind of creep you out, Malcolm, after that? It's 1969. Yeah, I mean it's not one of his best. Like 100%. But for me, if the price is right, if this goes on a pre-order sale and I'm going to get Rope, The Man Who Knew Too Much, Frenzy, and Torn Curtain, Toby's is a bonus feature. Uh, I'd love to actually be able to like revisit that one. And I do have like a here's the thing, I've got a Hitchcock set, like the Blu-ray set. My dad doesn't. This is one that like my dad got the DVD set. So dad, this is one you could possibly upgrade. Eventually there'll be a complete version. That's the thing. There's the rub, as Shakespeare would say. I never thought you'd hear Shakespeare on my channel, right? There's the rub, is that there's going to be a complete set eventually. But what's the cost of that complete set going to be, right? 6 weeks into Halloween, and the horror floodgates are opening wide. Don't you just freaking love it? Like, isn't that amazing, Jason? That's happening right now. What a great time to collect. Like, just look at this. We can see. Let's look. I'm going to peek here, see if we show anything. Is there anything we can see here? So we see Rosemary's Baby on the cover. What do we got here? Got Smile on the cover. Got Pet Cemetery on the cover. What's that? Is that Crawl? That's Crawl on the cover. Oh, they're so sneaky. The app purposely made sure that we don't know. This is my scary movie watching water bottle. Rosemary's Baby. Oh, there's a sticker that we can't see. See the sticker right here? See that sticker? It's a sticker we can't see. And this sticker, that actually could be, and I'll tell you why Sleepy Hollow is a possibility. Because this is a thing. Here, guys. So Paramount Scares, here, there's a Paramount Scares site, okay? Let's see, where's it at? Why am I not seeing it here now? Because I was just here. So you can see some of the movies here in the Paramount Scares that they're showing right up here. As you can see, we got like Smile right there. Got things like Orphan, First Kill, Rosemary's Baby, Paranormal Activity, like Friday 13th, Scream, Sleepy Hollow, Halloween H2O, Quiet Place, The Ring. Frenzy was Hitchcock changing with the times. Well, and being more Hitchcock. Like that's the thing. People when you look at Frenzy is like not so much him changing with the times as it's like Hitchcock letting loose. Like if you read any like books on Hitchcock, one of my favorites is Donald Spados. And Hitchcock Frenzy is so close to what Hitchcock wanted to do. More of like what he wanted to, of the chances that he wanted to take. He was very, very like, obsessed with like, sexuality and like murder and psychology and just that whole aspect and putting it all together into the movie Frenzy was just a brilliant piece of work. And I don't think it got what it got. There's not enough credit back in the time, and maybe that still it was rough. It was risky. It was different, and we're getting a change in Hitchcock at that time. We're getting more raw Hitchcock. Jason, the Love Boat and Twin Trip again. It was a different time for it. Like there's a possibility, like definitely it could 100% be Legend of Sleepy Hollow, which I'll be 100% cool with. You see Blood Disgusting's talked about it. Fangoria's talked about it 49 minutes ago. Blood Disgusting actually broke into it like 3 hours ago. Let's look at the Bloody Disgusting article. They do some great stuff. I don't know. Maybe why are they only releasing headcount on DVD? I already get notifications. I would say more than likely it's probably because of what they have, like the elements that they have for it. Because that's what it usually comes down to. Like, do they have an OCN, or they're working with an interpositive? Like, what type of elements are they working for the remaster of it, right? So as you can see here, 5 movies with 5 exclusive slipcovers. All of these are going to come with their own slipcovers. Only 4 have been shown. Is it another pump? Like you mentioned, is it going to be another classic like that? Is it going to be a newer film? I think if it's going to be like a brand new film, I think if this was going to be Scream or something like that, or they'd show it. I think that here's the thing. I think it's the biggest of these. One possibility is a brand new prequel movie, Pet Cemetery Bloodlines, which comes exclusively to Paramount Plus. It could very well be. But here's the thing. I think at the end of the day, let's see if I can get a big picture of that, like to put up on the screen for you guys. I think, as you can see, there's nothing really that gives anything away right here. Like, I'm looking around just to see if there's anything. Let me know, guys, if you see anything on this here. The police academy one was announced just after I went off air, actually, Jason, which is true. There's a police academy set, which we'll look at actually in a second. But look, you can look right here and you can see the picture. There's nothing here that's really showing any of the other stuff. We can see, Dad is better right there. And we got from Smile, we got Rosemary from Rosemary's Baby. No, sorry, from Crawl, from Smile, Rosemary's Baby. We got Gage here. Another picture from Pet Cemetery. Nothing really given away. Anything else? That's a Pet Cemetery prequel. Some people are saying that. Are these 4 movies in the collection? These are the 4 movies. Like there's 5 movies, Richard. Unfortunately, we don't know what well, not unfortunately. It's kind of exciting. We don't know what the 5th one is. So there's a good chance like they could do something like make it the Pet Cemetery prequel. Apparently, it's hit, like Jason said, and he's 100% right. It's hitting the festivals right now. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's something really big, and they don't want to put it out there. Well, the prequel one would be big too, because it will be something that's not on, that there's no physical media release of. And going from like festivals to 4K. Hey, doesn't that sound like the great name for a video, by the way, guys? Festivals to 4K. You see a lot of eyes. Yeah, turns out to be a Fulci film. No, like a Fulci film, because there's so many eyes on the screen, right? So many eyes. That's got to be Fulci. It's incredible. Would love to see Dead Zone get one. That will be amazing. Is there a ghost mask? There's no ghost mask on the picture here. I think that for Scream, they might actually, give it its own collection on its own set. I either like put them together or probably break them up into, to the first 4 and then 5, 6, and eventually when 7 comes out. That's a hint from the box art. It's the Eye, guys. Remember that? Remember that movie? Like horror movie timelines. Actually, I think he just did a video on that. I watched it. I thought it was his last one, that his newest one he did, and it was on the Eye, which actually I love the original one of. But this is if you're just getting okay. Let's just say you're getting in 4K right now. Let's say you bought a player, you got a TV recently, whatever. You got a PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. Okay. Getting a set like this, and I'll even go even farther. Let's I'll show you something else real quick. Here's one good for you already if you don't have it already. Um, Classic collection sets like this, horror sets, Columbia classic sets, Hitchcock. This is a way to kind of collect some of this stuff, like to get like a good collection at an inexpensive price really quickly. So let's look and see how much does Hitchcock like 4Ks normally cost right now. Okay, so let's go to the collection. So right here in Canada right now, so it's going to be different, and like everywhere else. The Hitchcock sets are on for $89.99. The sets that are out right now, the ones that are here are Rear Window, Vertigo, Psycho, and The Birds. That's a fantastic set. Those are four classics, four bangers right there. Followed up with Saboteur, which is really good. Shabudet, which is my absolute favorite. Trouble with Harry, underrated, kind of like black comedy. Marnie, not as bad as people say. And Family Plot, also not as bad as people say, but not great either. So those are the two sets that we have right now. For now, you can buy them all. Every single one of these, by the way, have been put out separately. Every one of them put out separately. You can see Shadow Doubt right here. You can see Saboteur, The Man Who Knew Too Much. So let's say you're a fan of Shadow Doubt, and you want Shadow Doubt. That's because you have great taste and you love really quality films. Then here you go. You can say, man, I really want Shadow Doubt. I don't know if I want to have the rest of these films with it. Like the fact that you have that option, that it's not just stuck. Because there was a time, guys, that it was stuck in a set, and that was it. That is what you got, my friends. I have all those movies already in the Columbia box set, and I have both Hitchcock sets already released on Blu-ray and 4K. There you go. So you don't need them, right? But the thing is, if let's just say you had three of the four, and there's a fifth one that you didn't have, I'd say right here, there's a strong possibility. There's a strong possibility that whatever the hell this fifth film is might be exclusive. Might be exclusive to the set. There's the rub again. There we go. We're going back to Shakespeare again, guys. That it might be exclusive to the set. And if it's a Pet Sematary prequel and it's the only way to get it, if it's like a film that it's a classic, for instance, that's never like Dead Zone was mentioned, and it's never gotten 4K. Actually, that is a fantastic idea. I would absolutely love to do a Hitchcock tier ranking stream. So that's going on the list. As Jericho would say back now, but on a good list, not the you go on the list thing. That goes on a good list. Hitchcock tier ranking would be amazing, and I would love. I'm a massive Hitchcock fan. For those that don't know, you remember that Hitchcock collection that came out a few years back? That has not everything, but has a lot of stuff on there. I got that one, and I did get the other set that came out as well, the one with like some of the earlier films, plus the Criterion like stuff. And I think I've got almost every Hitchcock film. I maybe have to look into Finding Lifeboat. That would be the only one I have to rewatch to do a tier rank for those. But easily can do a tier ranking for Hitchcock, and would love to. That's a fantastic idea, especially guys, especially with Halloween coming up. Would you guys like to see in the month of October a Hitchcock tier ranking list? Let me know, because that can be part of my month of Halloween, because I don't do October 1st and October 7th. I do a Halloween video every single day for the month of October. I'm already in Halloween mode. This is how September is Halloween Eve for me. so I will start on going through that stuff. A double feature, that is talking to me, all horror directors. It is an incredible collection. Welcome, by the way, Kay. And directors series of that's October for me, all horror directors. I've got some things in mind. I'm going to do the Hitchcock one this October, and we'll see what I can get in for the directors one. I'm not sure if it'll be the same month or if we'll do that one on on a different month, but you have great ideas. So zombie, I like the way you think. I like the cut of your jib, as we say here, like from as Newfoundlanders say. Is that guy from the Munsters in this? He is because, okay, as you know, dead is better. uh, sometimes dead is better. Yes, this is the original like Pet Cemetery. In case like people are wondering, uh, so I think so. Like from what I can tell, it is the original Pet Cemetery, and I'm very excited about this right now. Like these are two massive announcements. Uh, people asked, Jason mentioned, and because I wanted to show it too, I'm gonna just dive over to Shout for a minute. Deserves to be mentioned. I want to see if it's here. It is so weird though that they don't have like a section right for it. So the Police Academy collection, all 7 films, part of the Shout Select series, by the way, guys. 5 discs for 7 movies. To be fair though, I know like Malcolm said, like I did not know Starry Eyes. I knew there was going to be. I have not seen the remake for Starry Eyes. So uh, I've only seen the original. But it's a nice set. It'll probably be a nice streamlined set, kind of like they did with some of the other sets that they put out as well. So this is not gonna be like a massive, like big Shaw Brothers looking set. So we got Police Academy the collection right here. This is all 7 films. Sadly, it doesn't have the animated series or the TV series, which I kind of would have liked to have seen included. But I know that probably would have pushed it above like the price that we got that right now. It's nice, just the films. Well, nice price for that right now. While we're into that, I like one of my Better Half's favorite shows, and I think it will, be us to like to give like a quick look at that right now. Is that they're doing a massive like Farscape set? It's got an 18 by 24 poster. The design has not been shown yet. We're getting some of their stickers. The stickers are kind of like a throwback. Hey, the Cinematech, welcome. Oh, okay, the remake of Pet Sematary. Okay, I was going to say because I did not know. I was wondering, didn't he remake Starry Eyes? It's not bad. Like they changed a lot of things, and there's some things I like or really like about it. There's some things I'm not so big on, but overall, I thought it was fairly successful for what they wanted to do. But I still think that the original Pet Cemetery is scarier, in my opinion. We got a enamel pin set from Farscape. It's pricey. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's a pricey set. I remember going to my local Walmarts, to my local places back in the day. You get these prism stickers. Starry Eyes freaked me out. It really did. Like it legit freaked me out. Like not like there's only certain films and I think it is basically that certain films hit you certain ways. So The Strangers is one of those movies that freaked me out, and I know why The Strangers. I can legit tell you why The Strangers freaked me out. I know why when I saw Terror Train first because I didn't actually see it, I only heard it. Freaked me out. I can tell you why the first Halloween freaked me out. It was because of the music, and it was because I used to. They played when it was coming on. It was coming on ABC. They used to play the trailer for it all the time, and they had like a really creepy voice guy, and you'd hear the music from Halloween. You hear like Jamie Lee Curtis scream, and coming soon on ABC, Halloween, the classic. So is which one a proper master? I would assume. I mean, obviously, I can't you know be certain. But look at some of the stuff that's coming out here too. We got a 4K release coming out of Fargo, which I actually really love Fargo. I like the series too. I'm not sure if anybody else likes the series. I would say it's a remaster for sure. I don't think it's like I really don't see Scream doing this without a remaster. Like, look at what they did with Elf, right? Recently, like their release of Elf is it's just kind of blowing the other like version of Elf out of the water. And I know because I got it right. He shakes the clown. The guy, yes, it is the guy in Police Academy. Um, The guy with the crazy voice, right? And you can see head count, like was mentioned, like head count only gets to DVD, and probably that's because the elements that they can do, or maybe depending on what the film is. I've never seen head count. Not gonna lie to you. Maybe they just think it's not gonna be profitable to do like a remaster, to do that type of remaster. Yeah, I think that's Bruce Willis Death Wish. That's so. If you want the Bruce Willis Death Wish in 4K, I guess it's easy to do that one in 4K because it's probably shot on a 4K camera, 4K 6K camera anyway. So those are easy. Like it's easy to do 4Ks of something new. Like it's not hard to do something new. Uh, so it's kind of you make it. It's a kind of a given. Like we can easily do a 4K that one. We'll put it out, pads the library type thing. Would I buy it? I'd probably buy Weird, the Al Yankovic story, before I'll buy the Bruce Willis Death Wish 4K. No shade on anybody that loves that film. Uh, it's just it's not my Death Wish, man. It's the Eli Roth remake. Yeah, and I normally love Eli Roth remakes too, Jason. See, Knock Knock. People crap on Knock Knock. I think Knock Knock is friggin' brilliant. Um, but Death Wish didn't do it for me. It seemed like it. It seemed to me, and this is like a shame because I'm talking about Eli Roth here to Cabin Fever for crying out loud and Hostel. Almost like, hey, this could be a TV movie for Death Wish. It depends on which. See, Black Christmas has two remakes. So there's the thing. So like Black Christmas has two remakes. So there's the 2006 remake and there's the 2018 remake. 2019, right? So hell, 2020, I can remember. But I would say the worst is it's probably is Death Wish. I could probably have a bit more fun with either of the Black Christmas remakes for what they are. I wouldn't say Black Xmas is the better one. I'd say it's the more conventional one. I have a lot of fun, like even though I don't think it's super well done, and its message is probably more problematic than you want it to be. With it had a sexy cast. I just wish he utilized them better, and I wish he had a better killer. I'm sorry, but Jaundice Jason as Billy just doesn't do it for me. We talked about this. Well, and actually, but he made a lot of stuff. And this is later in his career too. You have to understand. Um, and it's still like let's be honest, it's still the first Baby Genius is probably the best of the Baby Geniuses. Mean Spirited Blast. I don't like the. I'll give it away. I don't like the twist. I don't like the two killer twist. I think it was dumb. Uh, that's my problem with Black Christmas, the 2006 one. I love the murders. I think the cast is incredible. Anytime I put Katie Cassidy in a remake, she always makes it better. Same director did the Willard, and the Willard one's really, really good. But I've mentioned this before. I think I mentioned this to you, Jason, when we were chatting once. That I think that after Willard didn't do well, after the pushback he got on Willard, he lost a lot of confidence. I think he lost a lot of confidence. So what I don't like about the remake is that I don't think he's at his most confident, like making it. Yeah, there's a lot of baby geniuses. There's way too many. There's 5 too many Cinematech. Of course, we got like coming out. We already know like the Night of the Demons coming out in 4K. We got parts 2 and 3 coming out on Blu-ray. We got like My Bloody Valentine here. I guess like since me and Malcolm mentioned it earlier, but it is really important to say that we got 2 big announcements today. One of them is this one right here, and it is truly one of my favorite like werewolf films, and it is Silver Bullet. Now, I am a little spoiled with this and a little biased, and I'm going to be 100% because like it stars a Canadian actress, Megan Follows, who as a kid I had a massive crush on. I remember a series called Matt and Jenny. If you're Canadian and ready, you might remember this one if you're still there, man. There's a series called Matt and Jenny that starred Megan Follows. And I think we're close to the same age. She might be a year older than me, somewhere around there. And of course, the other announcement was Tales from the Dark Side, a 4K. Massive announcements today. I mean, like, how can you go wrong with these? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this picture. Anything with Evan McGill. Aaron's totally going to jump all over that. Was it? I think it's Megan Follows. Yes, I think we went to the same school, same elementary school one year. I don't know if she was there that year though, but we did go to the same elementary school one year. When I was in grade 4, actually grade 4. Christian Slater is in Tales from the East. Yeah, he's in the first story, the one about the mummy. Like, I think every story in Tales from Dark Side is good. Like, even the wraparound is great for Tales from Dark Side. Debbie Harry's really great in the wraparound. The Lawrence kid, super good in that. It is fun. It really gets like the whole crux of the series. And for those, like, kind of, when I said I'm like a Tales from the Dark Side fan of the series and stuff as well, like, I'm not joking. It's always close by because I rewatch like certain episodes of this actually quite a bit. Well, Anna de Armas and like just incredible. I would buy 4K Knock Knock like in a second. Every horrifying episode. That scene. Watch the original too, by the way. Death Game's amazing. Grinders Releasing puts out some great stuff. I just wish he put out more, but I know that it's kind of harder. Steven Spielberg's Duel just got a 4K. It did actually just get a 4K release. Another fantastic film. It is a multitude of fantastic releases that are coming out right now. Just incredible stuff. Like, this could be one of, if not the best Halloweens for releases that we've gotten in a while. Like, just think, like, right now, what's coming out? So we've got a Hellraiser like 4K set coming from Arrow, right? That's Hellraiser 4K set is coming out. We got a whole bunch of stuff. We got the Kino Cults. We have release after release. Come on, like, knock him out, guys. The stuff that's coming out right now, like the stuff that's on 4K, the stuff that we still don't know. Like, we still have a month for. We've got a question mark on Vinegar Syndrome. Death Game is definitely one to pick up and ready. It is a great set. I'll go grab it in a second. I will show you. I will sell you on that set because it is like, I think everybody should own that set. They do. Grinders Releasing, so underrated, so not talked about, and such a shame. Like, yeah, so because like, let's take a second right here. I'm going to bring this over to Arrow, right? Bring stuff to Arrow video. Don't use my camera. I don't care about. Why do they keep saying that? Bam, right here. Bam. Sort by newest rivals. And you see, we got like the Coffin Joe set coming out. Fantasticness there. My dad, not one for my dad though. Like, Dad's not a spider person. There's a lot of spiders, Coffin Joe. But look right here. We got coming out. Absolutely stunning Hellraiser set. 2 Hellraiser sets, right? Colleen Camp and Sandra Locke. Oh, amazing. It's amazing, by the way. And we get the regular version. That's a chatter version. There's a version here with Pinhead on the cover of it. Both of those are absolutely fantastic. I'm going to put that there for a second. I'm going to go grab Death Game. So we got some Hellraiser, we got some Coffin Joe coming out, we got a brand new 4K release, House by the Cemetery, hitting around the time as well. Month before, we're getting a nice Psycho 4K release, Psycho 1, 2, 3, and 4. It is such mid-level media. Thank you, man, for coming in. It's been a while now. By the way, I have not missed a video. There you go. The Hellraiser set is so exciting. So for those that haven't picked it up yet, we're gonna do a quick thing. Don't worry, we're coming back to this. Let me do something real quick for you. I'm gonna super excited and ready right now. And anybody that doesn't have this, pick this up. This is Death Game by Grinders releasing. It is an incredible film, incredible set. It stars Colleen Camp, Sandra Locke, and Seymour Cassel, right? Yeah, Seymour Cassel. There's a ton of special features on here. There's a massive interview with Colleen Camp, a very long one, runs about an hour, just shy of an hour, maybe a little bit over an hour long. It has a second film on here as well. Here's the inside artwork for that one. It's got 2 discs. The second disc has all the extras. There is a huge booklet when it comes to the release of Death Game. See if they have the features listed on the inside. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. They don't for this one, but such an incredible film. If you've ever seen or you like Knock Knock, you're going to absolutely adore this one. There's a second movie on here as well that you just have to see it because it will. Damn, I can't show you that picture. There's a lot of nudity in that picture, guys. But there is other stuff here as well. There's a second film, a very Knock Knock type of film, like a very Death Game style film. And you look here and you see just this such greatness on here. This is like one of the covers. This is the other cover that you get. And absolutely seeing her in the French maid outfit. I couldn't show that because there's like a little too much, but yeah. It is a stunning film. It's got some of the best special features. I bought this when I was in Canada. The very last day I was in Canada, it was the very last release that I went and I picked up. And I'll tell you this right now, it was the very first thing I watched when I came back to Morocco. The very first thing I put into my 4K player was this one right here. 1,000,000% recommend it. 1,000,000%. So let's get back to this, because this is what you want to know. It is Halloween. It is October time. Preferred the other movie in the set. The other movie set was amazing, wasn't it? That's the killer part about it. And Malcolm is right. It's an incredible film, and it's one I went in not expecting a lot from. But the ending's devastating, right? The ending to that second film. It's and one of the things about the second film was that it came out, I think, around the same time or even before, with Death Game, and the Death Game script had been getting around. So the rumor is that the person that made that other film saw the Death Game script and made a similar script. Now it is, I would say, raunchier. We want to put it that way, Malcolm, more raunchier than the Death Game film itself. And so the second film it's not exactly the same story type thing. It's not a remake. Basically, the second one has a guy works for a record company. I think he's a record producer, and he's going home, and he's got this nice fancy home, and he picks up these young girls, and you go back to his house, and stuff happens, right? And they are not going to leave. And this is not like Death Game, where it's done overnight or type of thing, or done over a little bit. No, this one kind of lasts a bit longer. There's a bit more like give and take and on exactly like who's in the wrong when it comes to this. Like in Death Game, like they're pretty psychotic, right? But it's a bit more textured when it comes to the other one, and we look at him in a way like that they probably should have but didn't in Death Game as much. It's so well done. I don't know. You what you said there, I don't know if I can put it on stream. Just so you know, but it's true. What you said, the message that they held for review is 100% the truth, sort of. But they pull back. They don't do the plan what they initially think that they're going to do. And there are scenes in both of those films that are like brutal. And in Knock Knock, there's a similar sequence that like just absolutely brutal. Um, we're so lucky right now, like too like it's a wealth of stuff that's coming out over the next month. We got stuff from Arrow, we got stuff from Screen Factory, Criterion's releases. Just to hit on that for a second, Criterion's releases for October absolutely fantastic. Go to the coming soon section on Criterion, and you're looking at seeing things for seeing Freaks and two other Todd Browning films coming out on Blu-ray and a collector's set. You're getting 4Ks of stuff like Don't Look Now and Videodrome. There's The Others and The Nanny coming out. Now, I'm probably going to wait on those. Those are ones I'm not going to need right now. But yeah, there's the Psycho set. There's the Hellraiser set. I think Coffin Joe's November, so that's actually just going to save you a little money there. Maybe it's a Christmas. Maybe it can be a Christmas gift from somebody. October is usually the month, like when I was in Canada, October was the month that I had more pre-orders coming than any other time of year. Like the only thing that came close normally was November for like the sale time, right? But as for like pre-orders and actual things that I'm buying new or buying that like as things come on sale and stuff like that, that's what I always did. I would always look towards October to be the month, and both me and my better half were working, and like we had like good, jobs. Were doing pretty well, so she'd always say, okay, you know what, October, this is your month. This is the month that you spend more, and I would normally like rein in September, rein in August a bit, go wild in October. I will miss that this year. I mean, with Coffin Joe, you want to start at the start. Like at midnight, I'll take your soul. Like it'll be the first one that'll be there, and it'll be the first one on the first disc more than likely. So that's where you want to start right at the beginning. Like it's going to get different. Some of these films are going to be better than others. Like that's the thing, Cake, right? But if you like the first one, you're going to love the rest. There's the thing. There's gonna be like very like in quality stuff, but the actual like legit Coffin Joe ones that are on the set, and Coffin Joe likes to take things a little, he takes things a little far. He's different. He's trying to basically he wants a heir apparent, and he'll do anything to get it. Coffin Joe, in a weird way, like see if like maybe somebody else will kind of pick up on this, will understand, not understand, but like will agree with me maybe. Coffin Joe in a weird way is like a more intense Todd Slaughter. You know what I mean? Does that make sense to anybody? Like, does anybody kind of see it that way? Demon Lover next week, The Pack, fantastic films. My Demon Lover, I like it, but I used to have an issue with it, Jason. And the thing with Scott Valentine, like, not the greatest actor, but I did love that film. For those that know, Scott Valentine was an 80s actor, came into Family Ties. What's the worst part of Family Ties for me? The Pack is really, really good. I remember loving The Pack. I'm getting Men Under the Sun released. I mean, there's so much great stuff. Like there is amazing stuff. Let's dive. Let's do it a little bit. I didn't plan to make this video more than 20 minutes, so I do apologize, and I appreciate everybody that has stayed in to watch this long with the video. So let's. Is it up? Is it even up? Okay, look, here we go. So we got like Mondo Macabro, another amazing company, does some great releases, right? Is Vamp on 4K yet? I'm trying to think. Did Vamp get a 4K, guys? If it hasn't, I mean, it should, and it probably will, um, because it's one of those titles that I can see getting a 4K release. Let's do a really quick trip to some place I don't go very often, and that is Ronin Flicks, which I did order from before. And let's see what we got here in the coming soon section. So, who put this out? There's nothing out there to this set now. So this used to be from Vinegar Syndrome. Ronin Flicks put it out themselves. Now this is another one. Both of these are by Rolf Koninsky, by the way. And I love this movie right here, Nightmare Man. Exclusive Ronin Flicks release. I kind of want this. I really like this movie. I'm a huge fan of Tiffany Shepis, massive fan of Tiffany Shepis. And this is probably one of those best roles where she really kind of truly takes control of everything. I don't think, do we have 7 releases for we don't have 7 releases for December yet, for October yet, do we? We got Ginger Snaps trilogy coming October 30th. It's hard and ready. It's going to be really hard. October is one of the biggest months for releases. There's so much coming out. Yeah, Ginger Snaps trilogy is coming out, man. Ginger Snaps trilogy. You got the Hellraiser trilogy on 4K. Hellraiser quadrilogy, sorry, on 4K. You got the Ginger Snaps trilogy coming out. You got the Psycho quadrilogy coming out, right? We got Paramount Scares, like hitting. There's a whole bunch of like releases. We don't know what Vinegar Syndrome has yet. But we don't know. We don't know all the stuff that TerrorVision is going to come out with yet. I was one of the people excited about today's release. Lone Wolf, there we go. One that I know I want, because I'm a massive fan of horror films. Everybody knows this. I make no bones about it on my channel. Is Lone Wolf up for pre-order, hopefully in October, for November release. Yeah, there's only 2 months left. What the thing is, we need to find out, and it's got to come soon. We've hit September, so around mid-September, like early part of mid-September, Malcolm, you can expect to hear about the pre-order and what's going to happen during that pre-order. We're going to get a taste. Nightmare Man, Jason, looks like it was released through Ronin Flicks as an official Ronin Flicks release. So one that they did themselves, much in the way that I guess like, Diabolique has their label to do releases, which is Cauldron Films. Being the living bottom end of the joke. So yeah, like right now, like and it's got a brand new official like feature, a big documentary on the making of Nightmare Man, by the way, guys. Come there. So there's a ton of releases coming out for the month. What a great October this is going to be this year. Here's the thing. If I was in Canada this October, yeah, I actually am a big fan of The Hazing. I only have it I got a whole DVD copy of it somewhere. It's not the best copy, so I would love to see an upgrade on that one right there. It will be an amazing one. It's going to be the best October. It's going to be the leanest October for here's the thing. If I was in Canada right now and I had to buy the releases, because I would, like anybody to watch my channel knows, October's the year I spend a lot of money. It's a month I spend a lot of money in the year. Yeah, there'd be a lot of like Aaron's eating peanut butter sandwiches this month. And I remember one year I spent so much and that I'm like, okay, like a whole lot of SpaghettiOs that month. Whole lot of SpaghettiOs. Until I was so sick of SpaghettiOs. I'm not even gonna lie to you right now. But that, my friends, is what being, like a movie collector, curator, whatever you want to call it, is all about. Just make sure at the end of the day, you if you got family and stuff like that, make sure that's taken care of first. But you got the extra bones to do it. You want to like treat yourself. This is a month for horror fans to treat themselves. Mr. Noodles. That and ready was my college years. But it wasn't because back in college, though, it wasn't because I spent too much on films. It was because Aaron was at the club all the time. And I spent a lot of money on like horror magazines. So like any like there was like Horror Fan, Gore Zone, Fangoria. Oh, geez, there's so many of them. Toxic Horror. I bought them all, right? And they'd have like ones like here's it's your Jason Takes Manhattan like book, and there was there's a whole bunch of them that I would, and I buy every one of them. I didn't miss one of them. Your wife wasn't eating. I don't think it's your wife's the one's not going to be eating. That's going to be you, man. You're going to be like, uh, that's it, Malcolm. Donna's the boss, right? You know that. Yeah, like with the hazing coming at the hazing. Look, so it's there. You see, when I get it really excited, guys, here's a little thing. When I get really excited, what happens? My Newfoundland accent comes out. Like you can hear it, and I'm excited. Well, here's the thing. If you're buying the movies and the books, she gets first dibs on the food. It's only fair. Yeah, I spent a lot of time, Mr. Noodles. And we only had so many flavors back then too. It was like, yeah, you want beef or chicken? You want beef or that was it. Like it was beef or chicken. You want beef or chicken? If you're really lucky, like I don't know, there's a shrimp, which I didn't like. So it was usually beef or chicken for me. Usually chicken, actually. But with all of that being said, I won't keep you guys any longer. I wanted to make this a shorter video, but I wanted to do this really, really quickly. So I've kept Malcolm out of getting in trouble. So, but here's the thing. There's the thing I wanted to mention. I wanted to say right now. I don't think I've seen the Hotel Inferno movies, to be honest with you. So I can't say that I am because I don't know them. But so then I can't say I'm not either, right? It's something to discover. Paramount Scares is a collection. We don't know what the fifth title is. Collections excite me. I think one of the best ways, one of the greatest ways to like not just to beef up your collection, but to get stuff is to grab sets, box sets. Especially when the Radiance movie news tomorrow. Malcolm, hopefully I'll be able to get you back in here for that one. One of the greatest movies nobody's ever seen. I'll go check it out, man. Now, let me leave you with a company recommendation, stuff that nobody talks about. And I gave you a recommendation with Death Games, right? Death Game. We talked about this. We know everybody should have this. It's a given. It's a company called Epics, and I don't talk about them a lot. But here's the thing. Two of my favorite sets that I got in my collection came from Called Epics. They're not stuff a lot of people really know a lot about. You see that handsome face? There you go, right? But they're some pretty good, cool stuff. So right here is the Dutch Sex Wave collection. So this here was a series of 4 films, and it was done during a time when Dutch cinema was kind of like becoming uncensored. Like it was kind of becoming its own thing. And don't think like just, oh, it's a Sex Wave collection. This is just gonna be like raunchy, just softcore stuff. No, these things have stories. These things are good. One of them is a giallo film. It's a giallo film with one heck of an ending, and that one is called Obsessions. It has work on it from its score is done by Bernard Herrmann. I kid you not, from Psycho fame, and it was co-written by Martin Scorsese. Martin Scorsese did a lot of the kind of to make the right, like the conversational talk much seem more American. He did the co-writing on Obsession. Frank and Eva is an incredibly good film, one that I really like. So is Blue Movie, and Susan, Sandra, Olga, and Julie. All four of these are super solid ones. I'm excited about the ratings one tomorrow. And the other one that I wanted to mention, and it's a cult epic one too, I wanted to give a kind of a shout out, like a spotlight on them for a second, is they also did this one here, Tinto Brass, Maestro of Erotic Cinema. It's again, it's a 4-disc set. And on it, we got Cheeky, which is a film that, and I'll say this in the most, yeah, in a way, well, not the Dutch sex wave, not so much. This one maybe more so. But there's, aspects of it. There's Cheeky, which is a film that looks like a 70s film that was done in the 90s. And that is probably the highest praise I can give a film like that, by the way. It also has Black Angel, Private, and his, I guess his Much More, and Mon Amour. And very much gets into some different stuff. Cheeky's, you're 100% right. Cheeky is amazing, and Keg is 100% right. Tinto Brass is a genius. He's way too good to be ignored, and he has been ignored for far too long. I want to do a bigger, in-depth look on Tinto Brass, and that is probably going to have to be Patreon, because, and I'm sure Keg, Malcolm, you'd understand why. But with that being said, thank you all so much for coming in tonight. If you never saw it from the beginning, we talked about, just if you want to go back and check it out, we talked about the Ginger Snaps trilogy. We mentioned that. We talked about Paramount Scares. Big props to Justin Beam, and big props to Ryan from Disconnected for their, shouting this stuff out. Big props to Serial at Midnight for talking about the Alfred Hitchcock Classics collection. I don't just start on reporting this stuff. All ladies do it. Is it? That's the first one I saw, and that is still, for me, maybe it's because it's the first one I saw, that is my favorite. That is my favorite one. Caligula, I think, hurt Tinto Brass. I think Caligula is extremely well done, but I think, if anything, all the rigmarole behind Caligula hurt more than it helped, sadly, for Tinto Brass. But with all that being said, I want to thank you again. My name is Aaron. This has been the Call to Cinema. This has been an extra kind of a bonus episode. So if you came in for a third time today, I 100% appreciate it. If this is your first time coming in, you didn't see the other two, there's 2 other videos to check out today. It's Terrorvision Tuesday. We always do that every Tuesday. It was me and Malcolm talking to that. Me and Malcolm were in there for the after party. We looked at some. We got into some comic geeky stuff, looked at some 88 films. If you watch to the end of the after party, you're going to get to see a whole bunch of my, not everyone, but I can show you a whole bunch of my 88 films collection stuff. But here's the thing. Over anything else, we will be here. Yes, you're going to see me here for the Radiance News tomorrow. You can see Malcolm here, I think, for the Radiance News tomorrow. Fingers crossed. After, if he's allowed, we'll get him in for the Radiance one. And I will see you next time right here in the Call to Cinema. October is a brilliant time, isn't it?